Hello and welcome to our Banter Blitz. Yeah, this happens if you start the broadcast and you have not yet set this up fully. So I hope everything is fine now. I hope you see everything good and hear me all right. I'm sorry for all that. I just started the broadcast and then noticed, oh my goodness, I didn't have a board up. Okay, so let's get going. Who do we have here as challenges? Okay, I first of all have to abort this game with Claudia, right? So let's get to some real challenges here. Anybody who have not played yet, this is probably tricky. I haven't played him. Let's get going. Coche de Mar de Roy. Okay, I can absolutely not translate that. I have no knowledge of French whatsoever. Hello to all of you in the chat. I hope you have made it all right and can see and hear me all fine. We have a King's Indian here in the first game. No, it's a Grunfeld. I'm sorry, I called it too early. So what do we get here in this Grunfeld? Bishop f4 is my weapon of choice. It's a fairly solid line and I simply don't know anything sharper. I mean, I looked at some sharper things against the Grunfeld, but it usually didn't work out so well. a6, okay, knight b5 seems to concern him. Yeah, hello to Michael Douglas there in the chat. Yeah, everything is okay on my end. I've been working a lot in recent days. Mostly to complete my English opening series for Chess24, and I promise that I'm going to play some English opening lines later. That d4 that I played was mostly because that's kind of my default move. Picture is missing, says Chicago Dave. Wow, what is missing there? Maybe refresh, that could help. What picture exactly? The whole board picture, anything? That should work. I think it looks okay here. So e5. Yeah, I think I'll take this. I'm just too greedy here, trying to trade queens. And now, so b2 is saying, I think I'm going to cover this. Maybe refresh, please. That should help. I mean, sometimes it just gets kind of stuck, and refreshing does help. The stream data looks completely fine on my end. I got low CPU and things like that, so it should work technically, which doesn't help if it doesn't. I know, but I don't really see anything bad happening. Oh, while doing technical advice, I blundered the exchange. That's not good. Oh my god. Okay. Have to get into get into the thick of things here first. Hallelujah Cat wants me to play the Schlechter Slav, which is a running gag in my shows. Somehow it started to pop up that I should play this opening, which is really quite boring. This might be even more boring than the round today in that Bilbao tournament. I don't know if any of you watched this. That was the most boring display of chess ever. Okay, b5. Yeah, I think I'm going to let him take there. Yeah, the stream seems to work well in the Switzerland, but it doesn't seem to work well in Chicago. So I think I'm going to cover the c5 pawn. It's a 5-minute game, that's good, so I'm not in huge time issues here. Rook c7, I go b4. Yeah, he gave me a second pawn, which was incredibly kind. Now I like my position again. So what now? Knight to c4 maybe. Yeah, that's b6 and d6 is good. It's working in Los Angeles. Northern BC is at British Columbia. What a nice international show we got here. This is really cool, guys. So what to do here? It looks quite active, but I don't quite see how to proceed. Okay, I'll win some more space. If in doubt, win more space. Okay, so what to do here? Knight d6 is interesting. Knight e8 is an idea. Knight b5 is an idea. That's not easy for him to cover. He has to play rook a8 probably. And this is also not the greatest greatest of squares. Yeah, rook a8 still. What to do here? Knight b5 is going back. Yeah, it's really a nice position, but the difficult thing is actually it looks so nice you don't really know what to do first. Chicago Daves asks what I think of MVL finally breaking through to 2,800. Yeah, he made excellent progress. Yeah, he had a bad streak early 2015, and after that now really pushed forward. Yeah, he's the world #2 in the moment, if I'm not mistaken, and I mean he's a very I think enterprising player. So very cool that he managed to get there. Also the impression that I have that he's a nice guy. So well, good for him and not bad for chess. He's as I think more of, one of the more interesting players. He always tries to play yeah, aggressive chess. Yeah, thanks to Coach de Mar for this game. I'm sorry for totally wrecking the name. De Roy, I'm sorry. Yeah, I cannot even read it. So let's see what challenges we get here. Some guys that have not played yet. Yeah, did I play Chicago Dave? I didn't. So it's a 3-minute game. Let's see what I can do. I'm going c4, yeah? Like in the honor of my upcoming opening series. Oh, I misclicked the move order. I'm not doing this in my series, guys. Just that you know, I screwed it up by clicking too quickly. Here he's got queen a5, right? That's not nice. Dave? Here's a question. Any thoughts about where is it? Any thoughts about playing 100 moves and king plus knight with the rook ending? King plus knight. There was a game by Krumnik. Yeah, I wasn't particularly surprised. I think, I mean, it's not very promising to try, let's say, but I think most people would try for quite a while, and this would include me. I'm not sure that I would have played it as long as Krumnik actually did, but well, you run no risk, so why not? I think he probably could have stopped a little bit earlier, yes, but it's not like this would be the normal thing to do. People just continue to play if they have no losing chances. And with increment, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like he was playing on time there or something in that regard. Okay, e3, he wants to go Does that do something? Knight d1, e3, rook c8. I will take. Yeah, I was thinking knight d5 might be something here. Knight d5, rook c8, bishop c8. No, it doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do it like this. I'm not sure you particularly disrespect your opponent. I mean, you can play those moves really quickly, and well, it's a bit of a waste of time. I don't really think it depends on the opponent. I mean, he would have played this position also against Carlsen or against anybody, and I think most people would, so I don't really think it's a big deal. I don't remember actually who he played it against. Was that one of the lower rated guys, or yeah, here this is looking quite drawish. I have a little space here, a little space advantage. It shouldn't be a big deal though. Against Nisipiano, okay. No, I don't think. I mean, Nisipiano is a very well liked and respected grandmaster. I don't think that it was in some way kind of putting a disrespect to the opponent. I think here g5 really helped me. This looks pretty difficult now for black. Okay, I have this check though. Well, I think I should do that. Any advice on getting out of a slump? Tja, not so easy. Not so easy. I mean, telling yourself I'm in a slump, I'm in a slump, I'm in a slump, doesn't help. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to continue to play against somewhat lower rated opposition. I mean, I'm not saying you should get a bunch of beginners. Yeah, just try to avoid super strong opponents and try to build up some confidence by winning games. Nothing can really nothing is better there than winning some games. Here I'm going over to f6 and then play the pawns. Not sure that this actually helps. Let's do this. Knight over to c3 is also going to be quite good. Those pawns are pretty good. So I got a win in against Chicago Dave. Yeah, it was a pretty even game for a long while and well played by him, I think, but then he gave me the h-pawn, and a pawn in a knight ending is usually too much. So any new opponents that have not yet played, I can play this guy, which again, he has a French name and I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Voleur de Paul. I'm totally screwing this up. I'm sorry about it. Volleur's not playing, so I will give him some time to try to get started. I look a little bit different than in the earlier broadcasts. I have got new lights on today. I didn't really have time to do any particular adjustments. I don't know how it looks like. I look a little bit unhealthy. This is probably because a bunch of mosquitoes decided that it is a good idea to test the skin on my head, and up to now the skin has kind of survived, but they did a good job of totally scarring me. Okay, let's go with Skorowodzki. I'm totally not doing this right here with the names. Okay, Skorowodzki. This is a new opponent, and he's got a Canadian flag, so a nice international setup here. I can go for the King's Indian. Oh, knight bd2. I totally did not react to that. I was just playing in autopilot move in a way. Okay, I tried to go all the way to h5. Let's go to h5 and see if we can get this crude attack going with knight g4. It's really crude, but it sometimes works. Knight g4 and then maybe f5 even. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, white is certainly okay here, that's for sure. He's got very good central control, so I can never be in particularly great shape here. I wonder if I should really go f5. Now he can go e4. Maybe I should have played f5 right away. Sunday Duck asks if it is nowadays still possible to come on top of chess without doing much work, like for example a genius like Capablanca. On top of chess, if you mean like in the top 10, I don't think so. They all work a lot, yeah. I mean, sometimes Carlsen sort of plays with the idea that he's maybe not working that much or something like that, but that's really not the case. They all know their stuff. They all work tremendously hard. And I think any big talent, and all those players are exceptionally talented on the top level, they all work a lot and they need to do that. This is checkmate. It had an idea, this knight g4 stuff. Skorowodzki, pay attention to your king, it needs your help. Okay. Yeah, of course, it's possible to get to a very high level. Morozevich was mentioned, but Morozevich also is a very hard worker. It shouldn't be underestimated. All this stuff that he did in the opening, like the French and so on, this is not over the board innovation. He really studied this stuff at home and developed his ideas. So it's not like he was just thinking. I mean, he was just not inventing things over the board. Yeah, also Fischer, as mentioned, of course, he was a tremendously hard worker. He certainly is a case where absolutely fantastic talent was combined with great work ethic. The same thing applies to Kasparov, of course. So we've got a classical Italian here, and white, the opening fanatic. He went with this gambit line. Okay, here I can go d5. This should be quite comfortable for black with the pawn here that he's given me. I'm happily castling away. This looks a little bit like a Petrov, a Russian defense, just with black being gifted the b pawn. So I'm quite happy here. Okay, I'm taking this. If you insist, I'm taking all these pawns. And also it's an attack on the bishop, so I'm taking the bishop as well. Okay, how do I get my pieces developed here though? This is not that clear. If I move my bishop, then the pawn on b7 gets lost. Maybe I kick the queen away first. There's another question about my English series. It is ready in terms of it is produced. I have recorded everything. It's in the offices of Chess24. They just have to make a full-blown video series out of it. I mean, everything is there. It has to be post-produced though, so that my head is less shiny, things like that. This is still open to do, but the product itself is recorded. It will be in English and German language, and it will probably have a playing time of roughly 9 to 10 hours. I mean, it is completed, so I could tell you for sure if I just would open up all the videos and check, but I don't have it on the top of my head. Yeah, it's English and German. I recorded both languages this time. So yeah, here I'm 2 pawns up. That should be reasonably simple to win, but it just isn't. He just fails to make a further mistake here, which is a real shame. I can go queen to g6 and trade queens. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I need to check. I think it should be between 9 and 10 hours. It's 10 hours each language, yeah. Roughly 10. I mean, don't be upset when it's just 9 hours. Yeah, it is 25 videos for each language, and the playing time is between 5 minutes, 5, 6, 7 minutes for the intros. I have intros for every big building block, let's say, and the longest are 30 minutes, 35 minutes, so it should pile up to roughly 10 hours. But as I said, I didn't check it. It's not so easy to get these pawns moving here. This is really not easy here. The rook coming to c6 is damn annoying here. I don't know, I probably have to give one back. It's not great, but I couldn't really find something cool. So what here? I can try to attack the a pawn, but it will be difficult. Rook a5, that's just a3. It's very drawish anyway. Oh, I'm taking this. No, why would the Sicilian knight-off be dubious? It's a perfectly fine opening, of course. I think it's among the most well-respected. I mean, the more solid reputation certainly has e4, e5, those lines. But right after that we have the knight-off. Yeah, I'm going to play new members, of course. If I'm checking, as I said, that I play people who I have not played yet, or not played that much, not that often. So I will try to go for new members. The Grunfeld approach is of course part of my video series. Yes, this is one dedicated video. So nah, I cannot really do much. The Rouser variation, it's not played that much nowadays. I mean, it cannot be particularly bad. It's just that the top guys are very yeah, they can accept very little compromises. They need to play the absolute best stuff, and anything else they basically scrap. What is your issue, Ricardi Tobonito? I have no issue playing you, but maybe you shouldn't write in caps all the time. This is not a very nice way of chatting. Okay, so I get g5 in. Let's do it. Yeah, it's still probably a draw. It's not much there that you can do. No. Anyway, let's try. The pawns are at least very far apart. It's just that I've got the right bishop, which is good. So maybe here, and then just bring the king over. Okay. I shouldn't allow a stalemate, right? That's not a good idea. Okay. So, yeah, he fought really well, the opening fanatic. However, if you are an opening fanatic, avoid the line played in the game. White is just a pawn down for nothing. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? We had this guy. Well, that guy is very high rated. Dr. Holmes 13, a FIDE master. Yeah, let's do this guy for a high-rated opponent. Oh, he doesn't have a picture here. Somehow it doesn't display. Quite surprising. So let's go. Let's go. And this is in fact a line that I have in my video series. How should you handle a kingside pawn storm in the Sicilian? Well, I'm not the guy to ask, because if I would be faced with a kingside pawn storm in the Sicilian, I would get checkmated, and my nerves are just not good enough for this kind of game. This is why I play e4, e5 with black. It's just a bit easier to handle for people like me. Okay, so I'll get the bishop pair here and see if I can do something. To make a real answer out of this, a kingside pawn storm in the Sicilian, it largely depends on the specifics of the position. There can be systems where you have a direct counter attack, or where you just soak up the pressure and have to defend for the moment. In many cases, it will be that you have a clear counter play, and then it's really every move counts. So the most important thing is precise calculation there, because a very simple single slip can cost the whole game. Also, it's something where a concrete theoretical knowledge will be super important, because those kind of situations will mostly arise out of well-known lines. So you shouldn't actually, in some cases, know how to play it in a way, but I mean, find a move is what I'm trying to say, but know what you need to do. Just have a complete knowledge of the lines. Yeah? Okay, he put the knight back to f6 here. Okay. Maybe knight d5 is the idea, I don't know. So is he going for e4 here? Maybe he is. Yeah. Let's cover this. So what to do here? Yeah, he's played this well. Very solid. Sorry, very solid play here by Dr. Holmes. Tough to do something here. Let's go over there. Hi Oliver. I'm fine. I hope you are also fine. Nice to see that you're premium on Chess24 as well. Who's my favorite player to watch? I don't have a clear favorite there that I like to watch. I have a couple of players. I usually am happy if Aronian is doing well. He's playing many of my openings, and he has a somewhat original and unconventional style. There's a question if I think if Yi will become a world champion in the future. It's too early to call. He certainly is very talented, but I don't really see a huge difference if you become such a strong player when you are like 17 or when you are 18 or 19. I mean, it's fantastic what he's doing with at his age, but I think there are also other promising players. So here I don't particularly want a draw, so go b5. The most positional opening as a reply to d4. Nah, I don't really have a clear opinion. If you want an opening that is mostly based on strategy and less on tactics, there is stuff like the Czech Benoni or so, but the objective merit of this opening is probably a bit questionable. So what to do? I mean, I can take here, right? Okay, I can take there and take on d3. Yeah, this is very drawish. I can go king h2, but I'm not totally sure about this. Looks a little bit weird. A typical choice for a good strategic player against d4 would be the Nimzo Indian combined with a partner opening. That could be the Queen's Indian. Why is this usually a good choice for a strategic player? Because the pawn structure in the Nimzo Indian is not determined and very often quite flexible, and for the strategic player this makes some sense. Yeah, in a way I'm promoting my book here, but well, it's not rocket science. The thing is, those flexible openings with a fluid pawn structure, they bishop h3 I missed here. They help the strategist, because you sometimes can get to situations where you can sort of trick the other guy into strategically dubious positions. And this is not so easy with a rigid pawn structure. Still possible, of course, but this is why the Nimzo is often considered to be a good opening for the strategic, for the positional player. Sure, of course, you can send a message to me, either by mail if you know my mail address, or in the Chess24 chat system. I wanted to, or message system, I'm sorry about this. Well, I misjudged this, unfortunately. I forgot about knight d4, that he has knight d4. Okay. Okay. What a shame. I thought I had a really nice position, but it is not that brilliant, unfortunately. It's kind of okay, yeah, but it's not super great. Okay, I cannot take on f5, unfortunately. Yeah, it's amazingly hot, yeah. No, there are no current plans for another book. I enjoyed writing my book, but it's just not a particularly good economical decision to write a book. I should have gone to d7 immediately. Okay, so we have a draw here. Yeah, it was a good fight with some chances for both sides. I missed bishop h3 at one time. It probably would have won the game, at least the exchange, and this is not too bad in the first place. Who do we have? Don Martin. Don Martin. Who's Don Martin? Help me out here. I kind of, is that an author, or is this really just your name? I think, is Don Martin an author? I'm kind of confused here at the moment. Yeah, and I definitely need something to drink. Ah, the Mad magazine. Yeah. Okay, that's Don Martin. Yeah, sorry for the small bottle here. Ah, it's crazy hot. No, I haven't been to Bilbao this year. I played in Bilbao in 2014. There's a request for non-alcoholic beer, yeah. Yeah, I have some, but not in the fridge, unfortunately. I used all of the non-alcoholic beer in the fridge earlier tonight, and I'm definitely not drinking a warm one. Yeah, it really has to be cold. So, what about this here? I've got more space. That's nice in this King's Indian, but I'm not quite sure how to go ahead. Okay, I need this bishop. And let's see here. I'm attacking the pawn. And he's going for f5. Yeah, so f5 is not particularly dangerous here. I just wonder what to do. playing the drink during a long game, cola, water or beer. Yeah, definitely water. Water is best. Some Coke can be an option if you really like need a boost of sugar and caffeine, but water is definitely best. So what to do here? I can go g4. It's a move. Okay, let's do it. The same-ish against the King's Indian defense. Yes, I played this for years, and it still remains a very decent option, especially via 3f3, so d4, knight f6, c4, g6, f3, as you have not committed your knight to c3. This is a nice way of playing. f6, are you serious? What kind of move is f6? Ah, he wants to play the shut everything down game with me. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll shut everything down. Let's see, I need a knight on g3 and then open up the king side. The king side, the queen side. Yeah, it's been a very long day. So, let's see. I'm not giving you the g4 pawn. That much is clear. Yeah, I'm going to double on the b file here in this position and try to make d takes c5 a threat. And now it's taking a long time, and I don't think it's still possible. It's not fixable again, this thing. The position is just excellent for white. Now my threat is b takes c5, winning material. And he's not really doing much against it. I'm not sure that he could, I have to say. Yeah, sorry again for that irritatingly large bottle, but my room here is, I don't know, close to 30 degrees here. Okay, I'm just taking this back, and now the c pawn will run. Vitel is better than water, maybe. Isn't this just water? Yeah. It's kind of crazy to drink. I usually drink tap water, but they had this for a really low price, and I needed some bottles to take with me in the next couple of days, so I got the unnecessarily expensive water here. Okay, so knight e4. Yeah, the black lion is a part of is a Philidor style opening. Is pretty okay. It's really one of the better offbeat openings. So, okay, is he doing something there? G4 might be on his agenda. Okay, I'm pushing this. Doesn't look particularly dangerous. Let's push the pawns. Okay, what is this? I can just take it here, right? Okay, but I will get the exchange back immediately. Okay, and Don Martin resigned. Yeah, the King's Indian is a very sensitive opening. Here, I think white is a bit better, and f6. I think you cannot play f6. You should try some f5, but it's very difficult to get in already. Okay, still a good fight here by Don Martin. So, do we have some new opponents? We have I Love College. It's a new opponent I've never played before. And it actually does start the game. So, one more of one c4. At least all this stuff is fresh in my head. Yeah, e5, and I go g3. This is pretty much given. And now, okay, bishop c5. Here I like a3. And later e3, knight e2. Yeah, hi Don in the chat. Thanks for the game to you as well. So, d4. White here has a choice between playing d4 or play in a more restrained way. I think d4 is okay. Yeah, what I don't like here is potential queen to d7 and bishop h3. However, I wonder if bishop g5 is an option in this position. Bishop g5, nah, he's got h6, and I don't want to give up the bishop pair just yet. So I go h3 here. I don't know when this C4 series will be released. I'm not well informed about this post-processing that they have to do. Yeah, thanks for helping out in the chat, Nick4, with some questions. Yeah, here white is just basically improving his central control and complete his development with bishop e3. And let's see, the thing is, black is very solid here, but the bishop and knight, they are not doing that much. I go b4 here. Knight e4 now looks like the standard solution. Trying to trade some pieces. That's a question. If I how to simple tips for analyzing our games. Simple tips. Well, okay, there are some things that are, I think, probably very logical. The first thing is, try to get an impression of your game without using the engine at all. Just try to analyze the game alone with a friend, with a chess teacher, but don't use the computer. You want an impression of your play or your opponent's play without the engine. Write it down. I know it's very old school, but write it down. You can make brief notes. You don't need to write a novel there, and then compare it to the computer. Write it down. It takes time, of course, but writing it down makes it accountable. So everything that you will have written is really what you were seeing. Very often we try this play this trick with ourselves, like, hey, I saw that line, but well, no, quite often just no. Yeah, so make yourself accountable by writing it down. You can also, if you like, analyze on the computer using a chess base or whatever you have, but try to do it without the engine. Only later use the engine to confirm or diffuse your ideas. I'm going to take there. Miktal says that training Tuesday with International Master Ostrovsky was really good. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed this show. I did not have the chance to have a look myself. I was busy recording. F3 here is a move to cover the e4 square. I didn't want to allow further trades to happen, even though I have to say that it looks a little bit strange with hindsight. Black can go d5 here. I'm not very happy here. I could have taken b7. Maybe that was the way to go. Bishop b8. I go bishop f4. Need to get rid of that bishop. Ah, okay. I can go here, right? The knight doesn't have many squares, so he cannot take, I think. And maybe bishop takes f6 is irritating him. Maybe I can double behind the bishop. I just saw that I Love College is taking an enormous amount of time, and I was playing quite quickly. Not particularly great stuff, but at least I put it on the board in some decent speed. Yeah, okay, you can take with the pawn, right? Okay, queen d4, he actually has knight f8, so it doesn't do much. Okay, I put f4 on the board. He has d4 now, but okay, like this. Okay, threaten f5 here. Yeah, it helps if you know that you're going to win on time. Yeah, I'm winning this on time. Yeah, by now I have a nice position, but I Love College played a good game. It just took a bit too much of time. It's difficult here, like 20 seconds to 30 seconds. This is a bit too slow. Still a good game, well played by I Love College. So let's see, who do we have? EM Nikita Petrov has a fantastically high rating here, 2,900. Okay, let's give it a go. I mean, I don't really feel like being physically fit that much here in this office of mine that badly needs some fresh air. But let's see what Nikita can do. I actually screwed it up. I should have tried c4. But okay. I'm just so used to playing d4 in my games that I simply forgot that c4 would be the weapon of choice. Okay. Yeah, he's not playing him. Okay, I think I'm going to scratch that. I really don't like to wait for that long here. Who do we have? Easy Huhn. Das leichte Huhn? Or what the precise meaning here? So, let's go for c4. Is he from China? Yes. Mick Charles, yeah, we can play later. what's going on here, guys? You challenge, and then you go and do what? Sitting on the sofa, drinking beer, or what? Okay, let's go for a new game. And I think I'll play Nick 4. He was very kind to help in the chat. So C4. What would be my second book about if I would write one? Very likely an opening book again. I enjoy opening a study. I had an idea for sorry, a D4 repertoire book, but I have to think about this. Those side projects, they are extremely time consuming. Oh, bishop d6. Oh wow, isn't d4 good here? Sorry, my voice is just totally down. Okay, this is not losing material straight away, but very close. The question by GB2284: if there is an overlap with knight f3, knight f6, c4. Yeah, a bit. There is an overlap probably for c6 and e6 setups. So, for example, knight f3, knight f6, c4, c6 would transpose, or c4, e6, and then g3 is probably transposing as well. So you can use this part for sure. Yeah, it's very nice. Bayern beat Manchester City 1-0. Goal from Öztürk. Oh, is that a new player that Bayern got? I mean, I'm not a big expert on the current Bundesliga clubs. Is Öztürk a new player that Bayern has gotten now? Yeah, Manchester City should be pretty strong. Yeah, here my advantage is the big pawn on e5 and this big pawn mass. And we have more pawns on the king side. Miktal says he also doesn't know that player who scored the goal. That's kind of I mean, at least I'm not the only one not knowing him. So here I'm trying to go e4, break in the center. That is a tough position for black. Do I do that? I can also play f5, but e4 is strong. Yeah, I'm just going to recapture here. I think if he takes it, and it looks like he almost has to. The c4 knight is also very unstable. I'm threatening to take on e6, and it is very tough for Nick here to just keep the position somehow together, prevent it from totally falling apart. Takes. If we take with the knight, queen c6, queen b6, so and f5. It's not that convincing. Okay. Just get out of any possible checks him. Oh. No, this is too tempting. Oops. Oops. That's the queen. Okay. Yeah, Nick, why bishop d6 there? This is making life very tough on you. Just go e4 in this position. This is a very decent line. I think that white only has a very slight advantage there. Okay, thank again, Nick, for helping out in the chat. So, there's a new, again, Dr. Holmes, but it's not shown here somehow in the statistics. That's weird. Okay, I'm going to play Mick Farley. I've played him before, but not all that often. I'm black, and let's see what he's coming up with. I'm sorry, I cannot really tell you about the tactic trainer here on Chess24. Currently, I don't have time to do tactics trainer all that much, so I haven't really checked it out. Okay, Mkhitaryan with a3. Yeah, here I will have very good development. Oh, he's actually not taking with the queen. Okay. I was expecting him to take with the queen, which would cost even more time. But at least the structure is solid then. Yeah, here this looks very nice. I get to play against the c4 pawn. I'm not sure when this series will be available, guys. Everything that I have to do, I think, is done, unless they, I know, find a boatload of mistakes, which I don't think will happen. The price for non-premium is also not something that I'm informed about. I'm sorry, I cannot help you there. I cannot imagine that this will take a very long time to get this series on the road to a release. Okay, in this game, I have excellent pressure against c4, as you see. Oliver, you should probably see if you can get a helper or administrator. They are happy to help you with your question. Okay, here I have a good move, queen e4. I could have taken the pawn already, but queen e4 is a very good strategic move. He's got big issues here. As you see, he has to take, and this now is an excellent position. He cannot go c4, it's going to be taken by the knight, and this pawn is hanging. Yeah, it's interesting. I can do many things here. Knight b3, pawn c4, b5 is also a move. Okay, I'll try b5. The series on the Schlechter Slav. Oh my god. Well, you can ask Chess24 if I should produce one. I'm happy to do so if they yeah, pay me a huge lump of money to discuss the Schlechter Slav. You know what? I will play the Schlechter Slav on video if you get Peter Swidler to do it in one of his Banter Blitzes. Then I will do the same, play this opening. Okay, so he's attacking this, but the problem ultimately is the d5 pawn. I think I should have good chances to get this. Those two knights are great. Tja. Rook a2 is my idea. Just piling up. No, I just wanted to win the pawn. I can play rook a2. This is just a little bit better. Chess champion, you need to, chess champion 55, you need to get to be a premium member to play me in the Banter Blitzes. Also, you enjoy all the other advantages, oh my god, of the Chess24 side with the premium membership. And now I'm taking all the pawns. That's good. Like all of them. Okay, Miktar, good game. Yeah, you should reconsider this opening. It is really, really tough to play with the double c-pawn there. I have this immediate pressure, let's say. The exchange Slav, I don't know if it's a good try for an advantage, but it is a good practical weapon. It's absolutely absolutely hard to beat, and still gives some slight chances. There's a book released recently by Alexei Dreyev. He promotes bishop f4 in the Queen's Gambit Declined and also in the Slav exchange. Maybe this is something to check out for you. Yeah, Prunerov, I accepted your challenge. You were in the chat for quite a bit, but I'm waiting like a couple of seconds and then I'm switching to a new challenge. 3, 2, 1, abort. Okay. Who do we have? Bornali, why not? Yeah, probably drinking beer on the couch. I think this is a very likely explanation for people not playing. Okay, this is not exactly my most favorite line. I'm not quite sure why I played into that, to be perfectly honest. But okay, Bornali. F4, wow. I don't like this too much. Let's see if I can get some activity rolling here. Okay, well, I can take it here, right? I've got bishop h2 coming. He has to go to... Oh! Well, this is going to cost lots of material. Okay, queen h2 is not so great. I can go here, right? This is a full rook, Bornali. A full rook. Queen d4. I want to keep my rook here. Knight has no squares, but this should work. Okay, let's go f5. I need to support that. Okay, so Bornali resigned. Yeah, I'm greedy. Yeah, I take the rooks. If you give them to me. Okay, I got lots of requests here. So how do we have? I played him. Junior chess team I have not played yet. From Romania. So again, a chance to, yeah, make some, yeah, promote some c4. Knight b8 mate. Sorry, I don't understand the question, to be honest. I don't quite understand it, I'm sorry. Maybe you can rephrase somehow. b3, this is my recommendation in the series, and now d4. We transpose now to the classical Dutch with a5, played by junior team. Yeah, I just play natural moves against this opening. It should usually be enough to get something decent on the board. You said tilted solving puzzles. Why would you tilt? I'm sorry, I don't quite get the message. I mean, what you say is that you're kind of, it sounds like you're sick that if you win a rook for nothing, this is a wrong solution. If there is a mate in 8, yeah, then this is just not, then it's just not a great design for these puzzles, because this should always be enough. If you have a mate, if you have a clear material gain, that should always be enough. I'm very sure that using the tactic trainer helps. Absolutely, it's absolutely helpful to constantly calculate lines. So very sharp setup here by junior chess team. We'll see what he's playing next. Probably b6. No. Okay, so I go knight d3. This should be good now, right? I'm attacking c5, and knight f4 is also part of this. Okay. I recommend using a tactics trainer or regularly solving tactical puzzles to all my students, regardless of strength. It is just a very good daily exercise. It's just like in any other sports, you need to do the simple things well. Yeah, if you are a professional footballer, you still have to do the outwardly simple things in a very good and efficient manner. So even the simple things have to be studied, and if you are able to do those tactical exercises without many mistakes and quickly, it is definitely very helpful for your game. Okay, I want to go rook c7 here. I just saw that he can go rook a6, which is, it wasn't really my intention, but it's still okay. Yeah, Nick 4, good night. The d5 pawn is weak here. That's definitely the case. On the other hand, how do I win? How do I win? I can take, actually, and he cannot recapture with the d pawn. Not sure about this. Maybe regroup here. Yeah, being good at the tactics trainer should mean that you should have some abilities in calculating. This is usually what it does. g5 was a good move. He gets bishop h5, and now this is something that I did not fully appreciate. Oh, he doesn't do it. Okay. Okay. I'm taking material. It's not so easy now for him to make a move here. King g7, there's rook d6. Yeah, this is not so easily refuted, but I cannot take. But this is maybe not bad. Taking doesn't work, but maybe going back is good. Attacking f5. Not clear what he's doing to defend it. Okay, this one. Okay. I want to keep this. I want to keep this. I wanted to go to h3. It really doesn't do that much. Okay, here he wants to rook d2 is this idea. That's evil. Evil stuff. Okay, I'll still take. I have knight f5. Just or h7. I think I'll take h7 actually. And my king is cut off. This is not so good. d4 he has. Yeah. This isn't. It's not that easy. So let's push the a pawn. Okay, I cannot go a6 here, unfortunately. That was my intention. Okay, f4 maybe for rook to b6. I'm pretty quick there with the king. Okay, check and a7, d2. d2 is an idea, huh? Okay, so I go up to e3. So I have this d-pawn, I think, reasonably under control. I can just take her, right? Yeah, let's go up and push the f-pawn. King g6 was a little bit easier in the first place. Okay, so a win against junior chess team. The classical Dutch. I think it was quite a close call at the opening. I think you got a good position there and defended this well, but somehow the ending was a bit on the tricky side. Okay, Prunerov. I tried to play him again. He just said that he had a network issue, so I'm going to try for a second game there against him. I'm getting nearer 2,700 again. Okay, Prunerov. What's the deal? You said you are around. So 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Okay. So who else? Someone with no history. Yeah, Easy Chess. I haven't played him yet, so let's see if the name is fitting. Oh, he's I know he actually is a premium. I'm sorry, I just totally misread this this picture. Okay, it's London. I always think that it was my move. Oh my goodness, I've this is a problem, yeah. Somehow, yeah, you know, it's been a long day, as I said. White is moving first. Okay, thanks for helping me out. Okay, I'm going to play you again. I'm sorry. White usually starts, yes. That's also my experience, that white usually starts. It doesn't mean that you have to make a move. You can also just hit a board. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going on a vacation tomorrow, and as you see, with those like problems to determine whose move it is, it seems like it's a good idea to have one. Also playing a tournament, and I hope I'm not having some problem there with the side to start. I shouldn't do a pre-move there, even though it's not risky at all. Yeah, I have a good advantage here on the queen side against Easy Chess. The setup that I played is I think pretty good against the London. White has some issues here. Shooting for bishop b2 now. Yep. Yeah, I've won a big pawn on the queen side. You can always send messages to me also if I'm on vacation. There is no problem at all. I check my message boxes, my various mails and whatnot. Yeah, first of all, here he has to address the hanging bishop on e2. And it's not like he has many good squares. Yeah, bishop d3 will net the exchange, and I'm going for that. This is trapped on f1. There's no way to save it. Yeah, this setup is really good against the London. To be honest, this popularity of the London system recently among the higher rated players, I could never really understand, because black is just so easily equalizing with basically everything. I couldn't really understand. I didn't really understand what the thing is with it. Yeah, Prunerov, I will play you. I'm really sorry for this confusion with the with the color. Okay, so let's do this, and then king d7 to get the rook into the game. Now, where's his knight going, actually? It doesn't have many squares. Yeah, this one. Okay. Yeah, made in 47 says, what keeps chess interesting for me? Isn't it more of the same thing at some point? Well, maybe in some way, yes, but somehow it's still interesting. I really, I really have no clear-cut explanation for it. I think one clear reason is the sheer complexity. You never really get the idea that you actually that you are actually playing well. It's just that it's amazingly difficult. So it's always something to learn. I think in a less complex game, I might have been already, yeah, maybe I would have quit it already, because I feel like there's not much more to explore. But chess is such a versatile game. Yeah, thanks for the game here, Easy Chess. So okay, I have to play Prunerov, and if I'm white, I'm going to make a move. Okay, this time I'm not screwing it up. Yeah, I'm playing a tournament in Slovenia, in Porto Roche, at the Slovenian Adriatic coast. Okay, I'm black here. Black. Yeah, not white. He has to move. Please move. There's a question here about blindfold chess, what I visualize. I actually visualize a two-dimensional board in blindfold, but it's not something that I do regularly. I mean, I never play blindfold per se. I discuss, of course, positions with friends, and this can be or is often without the board, but it's not something that I specifically train or anything. It's more it's a two-dimensional board, simply because I do most of my chess on the screen. Yeah, this is the final game of the session against Prunerov, and I went for a Chigorin setup here in the Ruy Lopez, and we'll see how he handles this extremely closed position. I have my standard setup here with the knight getting over to f7. I know that looks a little bit odd, but I have an idea. Those knights are funky. The tournament I'm going to play is not particularly strong. I think I'm the number 6 seed. There are 7 or 8 GMs, something like that, a couple of international masters. It was mostly selected due to the nice place. I'm going to Slovenia every year anyway, so I'm eager to explore the coast. So this is why this was chosen. So other knight will go to f7. Maybe he plays knight g4 here. This is in fact a little bit annoying. But I have knight f7. Okay, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't say that there are any famous GMs, I mean, in that tournament. I mean, I know some of the players, but it's not like there are some 2,700 guys around. Okay, here knight f6, I'll take h6. This is not hanging. An issue here for Prunerov is his time. He has spent lots of time. Yeah, thanks for the holiday, the vacation wishes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy that you want me to enjoy my vacation. I really hope it will work out, and I will play some decent tournament as well. So how do I get rid of that piece here? That's really an annoying piece. I can do this, but very likely he won't take. I mean, I just want to provoke him a little bit. Taking is not a particularly good idea. Okay, he didn't do it. Okay. Rerouting to e5. Yeah, Prunerov is playing this very well. This is a very a decent way of playing against my setup here. Thanks, Hans-Gerhard. He's taking too much time here. I mean, this is one thing that is helpful for me in this line. I've played it so often that I can basically dash out the moves immediately, and I'm having a huge time advantage here. Okay, I need to trade stuff here. Yep, I will win on time is what Mick Charles is saying. That's very likely. Yeah, he probably still has there's still probably the network problems that he mentioned. Yeah, this is probably the case. Hello to Marcelinho 82 from Cologne. Greetings to Cologne. I'm going to drive through Cologne tomorrow, but won't stop there after that for a long time. It's roughly 1,300 kilometers to my destination. Okay. Yes, I'm happy to have knight against bishop. This is quite nice. But still, how to do it? Well, yeah, time-wise, I'm very happy with. Let's see. Nah, let's not move this. I don't think he can enter somehow. Okay, I'm taking. Okay, Prunerov, good game. Just quite a bit too slow here to play this position. It just too long. You had to take like 7, 8 seconds per move, and often longer. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Banter Blitz chess session. It felt like playing chess in a sauna. To me, it's it's amazingly hot in this place. Okay, again, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be off now for 3 weeks. Yeah, I'll be back mid-August and also ready for a new Banter Blitz show. If I'm not mistaken, it should be the 17th. So it really is quite a while. It's more like, it sounds more like 4 weeks, right? Well, it's a while. Okay, guys. Hopefully my English series will be on soonish. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.